Hi and welcome. This is Elena with Angel Messages with Elena, and we are going to be doing the new moon spread for July 29th through August 2nd. Now, the new moon actually happens on the 31st, but usually the moon influences 2 days before and 2 days after. Not to say it's going to influence you even more, especially when we had all these lunar eclipses and um, you know, the solar eclipse. And then we have solar flares, and everything was retrograde. And just to let you know that my phone is still on, and I'm in the past bill and past due notice, but my communications is still going on. I paid 80% of it, so yeah, need some orders. It would be great to keep me busy. I'm not busy enough, right? I want to thank you for the new subscribers that we have onto the channel. Thank you, welcome. Post your questions, post comments. I like to get feedback. I'm a Capricorn, so I really depend on feedback. Not necessarily because I know my intuition is pretty right on. All right, so I have an Etsy channel that has a lot of my readings on there, and if you would like to see a particular reading or want to do a spread like everybody else, just leave a comment below and I will personally see what we could do, because I'm all about communicating with the angels. So I am doing the Goddess Power Oracle deck by Barren, and it's really put on my heart to add the energy deck. And this is an oracle deck as well by Sandra and Taylor. So the energy card for what's on your heart today, and I have not looked at these, is financial constraints. So do you feel like not enough money is coming in, or maybe your pantry really is empty? Are you red in your bank account? This is the most opportune time, because look at this. There is gold. There's gold, not just coins. It's gold. There is gold on the horizon for you. So even though you feel like I'm at my wit's end because I have no money coming in, to know that it's coming in. Okay, so don't get desperate. Don't go and do something kind of crazy. Use your creativity to bring a lot of the different actions to bring in this abundance to you. So we are abundant. We shall not want. Psalms 23:1. The Lord is our good shepherd. I shall not want. So remember that. The overall energies for the new moon from July 29th to August 2nd is ambition. So we have ambitious. Sorry, I'm trying to get the right lining here for you. So ambition, this is like the most opportune time to get out and do what you've been wanting to do. And by the way, 38 condenses down to 11. And you may feel like things have prevented you from doing things. Well, now you're becoming ambitious. Now you're becoming perseverance is kicking in, and all these things are really at your table now during the new moon. Now, usually the new moon is about clearing the way, right? It's removing blockages. It's releasing physical things to make room for new things. So if you feel like you need to go through your closet or go through your dresser drawers and get rid of extra stuff that you just don't need and you haven't used. So this is clearing the way for the new that is coming through up to the waxing of the moon. There we go. So again, we come into the garden and the gate. This is a beautiful card. It's a 30 card. So the garden gate, when it's like, it's beautiful, it's peaceful, you're happy where you're at, but what if you stepped outside the gate? So much more could be open to you. So you have that decision. Do you want to stay where you're at, or do you want to continue to grow? So this could be anything from romance, from career, for your spiritual intuition. All these things are at your fingertips. So now we're going into the North cards, and the North is about leadership. It's the number one position. So when I use directional cards, you can actually apply these into your house, find where your magnetic north is, and that would go to your north room. You could also do this like if you're driving somewhere, into your office, into Canada. If we were here in the USA, it would be Canada. So use the directional cards for however you benefit. The sky's the limit. All right. So the first of the goddess deck, we have the creative spark, Bridget. So you're going to be having an epiphany. You have been working on things, since the beginning of this month. Maybe things haven't been going well for you. Maybe there has been disputes and arguments because of Mercury retrograde, and now it's going to settle down on the 27th and actually go back into its original pattern. And so the creative spark is, anything that gives you epiphanies, that maybe it's something that you had during this, cycle of the waning of the moon. So now Bridget is asking you to, tap into that creative spark. It's number 8. It's going to bring you abundance. Our second card is Danu. She's the goddess who took care of the Egyptian or Israel, who were the remnants, who were scattered, that God has scattered. She collected them, and she is a Celtic goddess. So Ireland comes up here. She gives you trust and assurance that you are being taken care of. And this is the 1-8 card. So you have, or a 10 card. Sorry, it looks like an 8. It's a 10 card. So 10 is a very positive leadership card. It's about a leadership that is coming to an end, but is also a beginning, or it's a beginning that's coming to an end. So just kind of know circles are continuous. So there's like nothing stagnant. So Danu, she took care of them. She treated them for illness. She made sure that they were fed, spiritually and physically fed as well. So Danu comes and she says, trust, have faith. Everything is going to work out. All right. And then we have the 27 card. So if you're looking into number 1 as being leadership, you're going to have great fortune coming in. So Lakshmi is all about fortune. Things are coming to you, the abundance, right? You feel like you have the financial constraint. But Lakshmi, she's like, no, everything that you've been doing is bringing in this good fortune. Is bringing in this abundance. So don't give up yet. And it's a 27 card, which it comes down to a 9 for completion. And then our fourth goddess card for the number 1 is Easter. And the goddess of Easter. This is the dawning of a new day. Easter is about starting over. It's about new beginnings. So it's about the resurrection, because we had a Jesus who had died. But let me tell you, Jesus represented Ruth. Ruth at the front in the book of Ruth, all of the New Testament is represented into the play, into the representation of Jesus being a woman for all these things to come in. So there's a resurrection of womanhood that is coming to the table. And it's the number 13 card, and 13 is associated with Mary Magdalene. All right, the energy that we have that's going on is the number 15 card. It's appreciation. Now, appreciation is about, she's in the thorns, but she's smelling a beautiful rose. And it's kind of hard to get the right, yeah. Sorry, this is kind of like, I should have changed my direction here. But anyways, she is smelling a rose. It's like whenever you are in something that's kind of feels better, maybe something that just doesn't seem unsettling, is like you're looking into your blessings while you're in amongst the thorns, while you're in your sadness and grief, while you're in this financial constraint. Is that count your blessings, look at things and appreciate it. There's nothing more than God, divine angels. Love is for us to praise and bless God when we are in our affliction, in our trials, in our tribulations, because all these things are coming out for us to be stronger and having stronger faith, right? Because Daniel comes in for trust and faith. All right, so our East card, East is the number 2, is about family, it's about our bodies, it's about women and children. And we have Hera that comes to the table. So Hera is about the goddess of alliance, that and she's the number 20 card in the 2 position. So she is about all of these things. Beginning of the month, you had a very strong alliance. So now, is this do an evaluation. Is this relationship, is this partnership still in a strong alliance? Because this is the most opportune time to make your strengths, to, if you're new to starting a business, to do collabs with someone, to interview someone, maybe on your YouTube or your Facebook or on Instagram. So this is an opportune time to rein in to collaborations, partnerships, alliances. These are for your benefit as well as theirs, because you're getting the message out. You're talking to more than 100 people. Maybe you're going to be talking to 10,000 people or to 1,000,000 people, so you can get your message out. So alliances are very positive going into this new moon. So evaluate where you're at. And is this alliance that you had in the beginning of the month, is it wavering? Where can you make it stronger? Or is it just time to do away with it? But this is the most opportune time, once you move out of one alliance, that another one will take its place, just like that, okay? Just to know that. So then we have Uzumi. She is the number 49 card, which comes down to 13 again, to Mary Magdalene. And Uzumi is about humor. So you need to bring laughter. Laughter is the best medicine. It puts your body at ease and releases stress. So is there something that, with this financial constraint and this, look in being in thorns, that we kind of need to just to laugh at it? Yeah, it can be a serious thing, but look to the laughter of it. Look to, it might be ridiculous funny. Not to say that we're going to laugh at situations and make it worse. This is after, if you've been through something so horrible, it's like God always has the last laugh. It says in the Purim that the mysteries will be unfolded and God's divine plan will be revealed, and God ends up having the last laugh. That's why we have the exceedingly great joy, is because there is a works among us that we don't even know about, and we're worried about it. And you know what? We're all going to just laugh, going, oh, God got the best of man, okay? So, and God got the best of other people who call themselves gods, or, and there's a dark humor that's part of, the story of Purim. So, just to know that in the end, we need to have that last laugh. We need to have that. It's so beneficial for our bodies. And then we have Bronwyn, who comes in with the number 7 card. It's a divine card of forgiveness. So this is the opportune time during new moon. While the moon is hidden, it's dark, it's like getting into the most inward part of our body, and you find, what is it that I need to forgive? Is there something I need to forgive myself? Is there somebody that I need to forgive? It doesn't mean that somebody is going to come to you to forgive, but you never know. So part of this alliance is that you are evaluating, was there any hurt during this Mercury retrograde? Is there a way that you can make it stronger, or is it just time to move on? So have that forgiveness in your heart, and to know that you are ready to move on when you can actually say, I forgive. It's for you to give. All right, because if we don't have forgiveness in our hearts, it's hard to fully to give and to receive. So this abundance that's coming, you may have a hard time getting it because there might be something within your heart that you need to release yet. All right, and then we come into Maya, which is the number 34 card, which also comes down into a 7. And Maya is about illusion and magic. And it's just like, it's like no matter how you look at it, we are just living a physical life that we have already attained the perfection. We've already attained heaven. We have already attained paradise. So what we're going through is small potatoes because it's already happened. So that's the beauty of illusion and magic. And it's not like there's a sleight of hand and there's somebody who's keeping the veil up, because the veil is coming down. So you're going to see things. Spiritual, physical things are coming. So the spiritual is moving into the physical. You're going to see it. Then we are the generation that gets to see all prophecies fulfilled. So that is what Maya is about. Moving from the magical into the reality that we know. All right? And it's all small potatoes. So now we have the number 31 card, which is a door to value. So this is opening to so much value and knowledge and epiphanies and creative sparks. This is the door to value. It's opening up to abundance, and there is money. So repeat after me. Money is coming to me fast, the speed of light. It is here now. It is here now. It is here. Money is coming to me at the speed of light. It is here now. It is here now. It is here now. Money is coming to me at the speed of light. It is here now. It is here now. It is here now. And so it is. And there's nothing wrong for money to come to you. There is nothing wrong with it coming to you fast. Okay, so if you are having the financial restraint because of values that somebody imparted on you, or you watch because we get programmed when we're really young and how we're going to live our life, we sit down on a piece of paper. I did this in my last video. Write down the things that you associate with money. For me, it was divorce from my parents and also my personal divorce. Money was used against me. Money was used from keeping me healthy, from having clean and good clothes on my back, and it caused me pain and heartache. And so my inner being, my spirit, has been protecting me from that. And so what does that do? It sends crud stuff to you so that you always remember, nope, we don't want that money. Nope, we don't want that relationship. Nope, because remember, it caused you pain before. So when you write those things down, burn it, and thank your spirit. Thank you for your angels and your guardians, whoever the divine has been working with to protect you from that, and tell them it's time for you to take the wheel. Thank you in acknowledgement for what has happened. Burn it. I release you from protecting me. I've got the wheel. I can handle this now. Thank you. Right? We always have to say thank you because that's part of the blessings. All right, so into the south, we go into the number 3, which is about family. It's about our foundation of male and female, divine masculine, divine feminine, the bride, the groom, and that comes to the peak into what is our, our priorities. Is it God? Is it job? Is it home? Because we have this foundation, and we need to have that balance in all 3 sides. So the first goddess is Shakti in transformation. She's a 45 card, which is 9, is completion, is prophecies fulfillment. So this is the most opportune time for actually spiritual awakening, for using your spiritual gifts. So this is a time that to start removing blocks about, oh, this is witchcraft, or this is an occult. Because an occult just means a practice that was done hidden. It doesn't mean that it's Satan worship, okay? So those are the kind of things you need to write down as well. And thank your spirit, thank your guardian angels that you can handle this now and release it. And thank you for doing so. And then write down the things that you want to learn. What is it that you want to learn? And it does not have to be spiritual. It could be what's your job, climbing up the next ladder. It could be what your creativity is, writing a book, making a composition, maybe trying something that you never did before. So this is the time to transform and change. All right. beautiful. I love that. Okay, so our next card is 21. It is Hestia, and it's, a derivative of threes, which we got quite a few in our reading today. Hestia is about home. It's about making your home and environment a safe place to be so that you can invite others into your home. Earlier this week, it was so that you can be guided to where home is. So it could continue that guidance to where your home is. We have the energy within us to find serenity, harmony, and joy. So follow your body. Let your spirit guides, let angels, let divine lead you to where that perfect community is. It may be a travel time and not just building your home time. All right, our next card is the 3-3 in the 3 position. It's the Mama Kila about water. We got that in the last one. So we had the emotions that were just kind of like everywhere. So now emotions, we need to get that into serenity. We need to calm it down. That's where we need to release for forgiveness and for that beautiful balance. So we have balances, of 2 triangles here. And water is also about teaching. Also comes into number 5. Number 5 is actually closest to our dollar sign, and so money. We got a lot of abundance coming in. Okay, so trust and assured that this abundance is coming in, and this is about miracle workers. That you can change your pantry from being barren into something that is full. All right, and with taking so much to make it into something small, or taking something a lot of little value into something that's a small but big value. It doesn't mean that it has to be a lot. It could be just these little blessings that have been coming to you. So write down the blessings that are coming in. Thank and praise God for. Okay. Thank your angels for delivering all of that to you. This is the most opportune time to be student-teacher or teacher-student relationship. So you may be called to be a student to learn, like most of this cards is now, or you may be called to teach, right? Part of the collabs. Someone may be sending you an email, and this is not, you're going to have to pay to be on it, okay? Because that door to value is not going to make you pay for something to be on something, okay? And I just wanted to iterate with that. The angels just said, no, they're not going to have to pay for it. Someone is going to ask you to do a collab with them, to partner with them. And then we have the 32, which is the goddess Mama Kila of the moon, the reflection. So this is the reflection time. What do you need to get rid of? What do you need to expand upon, right? So this is reflection. This is coming into the new moon energies so that we can move into the growth part of it. So right now we're cutting, we're releasing, we're blocking if we have to. I like to just say release, because if you block and you keep it within your body, it's just going to make you sick. So if you are sick, write down things that is causing you pain. Where is it in your body? And ask spirit, ask divine, ask your angels, why am I having that pain? Because we have been told that we have cellular memory, and this is how I've been working with post-traumatic stress victims disorders. I could do things that the government can't even do, which is release post-traumatic stress from the body so that you can get healed and bring up your vibrations into a higher vibration, not just by eating food, but energy. I've been doing this for quite a few years. So when you tap into that, you can heal yourself. All right, and then we have the adjacent possibilities. This is the number 24 card, right? So that comes down to 6 derivatives of 3s. So adjacent possibilities is you're looking at things the same way all the time, and you're not looking at the possibilities that could be right next door. So if you're going to a job, say for instance, and you're putting an application in, and it's like, oh wait, there's a pet store, and I love animals. Oh look, they're looking for a job, or for more workers. That is an adjacent possibility. I did a psychic thing, psychic phone thing, and I did some for some readers for approved reading, and I didn't get in, but I with that action, I opened up other doors to start my Etsy shop. And my Etsy has been growing, and now I'm working on YouTube to grow this. So I'm looking at adjacent possibilities and doing the videos to bring people in. And so I'm not doing scattered because they're all messages from angels. And it comes in from, the guidance from the angels. So those are the kind of things that are there too. So if you're trapped, see, there is a trap door. If you feel trapped, there is a door that is beneath you that you can get out of. Not beneath you as maybe feeling putting you like in your place, or putting you into a position that is below your position. Like you're not starting at base level again, but it's something that's literally beneath you to get out. Maybe you're stuck in a tower and your trapdoors, the spiral stairs to break cycles to get you out of that tower. Okay, so that's what I mean. I don't mean it as something that will bring you down, but actually will bring you up, right? Because now you're going to have lots of things to talk about with other people. Okay, so in the 4 card, 4 is West. 4 is about perfect order, right? We want sides, all 4 sides, all equal. This could be organizations and societies, communities. It could be laws. It could be Libra and balance, justice. Okay, so we have Hecate, that is the number 19 card that comes through it too. And Hecate is about the in-between. So maybe you're stuck. Maybe you're stuck because you're like, well, I really want to work this, but I really want to do spiritual things, or I want to do creative stuff, or maybe you're doing creative stuff, but I want to go back and learn business and marketing, and I want to learn. And it's like, choose. Just choose it and go with it. I know there's a lot of like planning that needs to happen if you want to leave your job. So write down the your goals that you want to go, and manifest that so that you have an ease to come into doing your spiritual gifts or into your artwork, because you can't just quit a job without some income coming in to support you. Unless that's already happening for you, or you're kind of stuck without a job, then you just start something. Okay, this is like you choose just to do it. All right, sometimes getting started is the hardest part, but you can do this. All right, so then we have the 18 card. It's a 9, derivative of 3s. And we have Gula, which is healing. So when she comes in, she is letting you know that there is healing that is happening right now in your body, in your order, in your society, in your job. There is healing that is coming to the table. We had healing in the full moon, so it is flowing into new moon that you're going to be healed. Right? So tap into those energies. Breathe. Don't be stressed. And tap into energies of healing. Divine physician, divine is here to heal. And then we come into the 28 card, which comes down into a 10, is a lazy, which is about revelation. This is like things are being handed to you, and this is so like my last reading that I had for the waning of the moon. Things are being handed to you on the plate. Revealings are like hello, secrets that are being revealed. And there are things that maybe you don't know why this partnership is falling apart. Maybe there's somebody else who's trying to sabotage. These kind of things are being brought to the surface, so pay attention. And I really like that in her hand is the lotus. It's beautiful. It looks like the lotus to me, which is goddess. Is like, the revealings of the goddess within you, around you, divine feminine, divine mother is with you and handing everything on the plate to you. So be aware. Be in the present body. Feel yourself, do some self-care, stay in the present. Then we have 23, which comes down into a 5, is Ishtar communion. I love Ishtar. When she comes to the table, I just like, oh my gosh, Yeah, the lot of stuff here in the United States that we have been using for currency is actually based off Babylonian text and tablets. Yeah, so the adding to something to make it bigger, and how our the pennies, the nickels, the dimes, the quarters, to the half dollars, to the dollars, and then the dollar bills, from the ones to the fives to the tens, to the 20s, the 50s, the hundreds, the 500s. It's all done for Babylonia. If you can find the book, The Richest Man in Babylon, it tells you a little story about how the goddess Ishtar and Ashtoreth helps make this man rich. And it also talks about how to make passive income, which you could do here. And I'll actually have a book that is about not about passive income, but it is passive income for me. So it means that somebody, when they purchase something, that I don't have to send them something, they automatically get it. I can make money while I sleep. That's called passive income. All right. So when she comes to the table, it's like communion. This is like divine comes in and wants to fellowship with you. Communion is fellowship. When you do the Lord's Supper, you're communing with God. You're protecting the bloodline. You when you fellowship with co-workers, with your family members, that's communion. You are fellowshipping with them. So the most opportune time for communion is during the new moon as well. So talk to God, talk to your angels, talk to your family, talk to your neighbors, talk to people you haven't been there before, because communion and communication is open. All right, so now we have the cornucopia, and this is the 11, the 1-1. So this is beautiful. So the cornucopia, yeah, you may have to go through a lot in a couple of days, but you're gonna get bounty. You're gonna get the harvest, right? The cornucopia is about Thanksgiving. It's about the blessings. It's about sharing and being generous, and we could generous with without having to do money anymore. We could be generous in our knowledge. That's why the alliance and partnership come in, because we can be so generous while we're partaking our bounty. All right, so money is here now. It is here now. It is here now, and so it is. All right, so the clarity is that Goddess Metis comes to the table. She's the 35 card, which comes down into an 8, and she brings wisdom. That the overall energies here is to use wisdom in your alliances, your creative spark, your adjacent possibilities, for your good fortune and your bounty, so that you get past the financial restraints and into maybe you want to go beyond the garden, and and you're ambitious. So just use wisdom in all of it, because wisdom is here. And we are still in the part of wisdom until, July 31st. And then we're going into a different part of the growth and the renewal and youth to Mother Nurture God. All right, so now we come to 39, which is all divisible by 3s again. We have Archangel Gabriel, and he's about communication. He is about telling women that they are pregnant, that they have something that is coming. This could be a job. This could actually be a pregnancy announcement. Gabriel is about communications, and Gabriel is actually keeping my communication with my cell phone quite open. I'm very grateful for that. So when Gabriel comes to the table, he is working on your behalf for everything to go smoothly. He it rules the throat chakra, so when you speak, you want, right, we got even emotions now, so you can speak out of love. You can speak, and people will listen. You can speak and actually heal. You can speak and your environment will change. So this is the kind of communication that is coming to the table, and also reuniting people who have been from the past, or bringing in this alliance, bringing in these partnerships. He's working on your behalf to do this union and this joining. So it's a very beautiful spread. thank you all for listening and going through all this. Make comments below. How does this resonate with you? If you want to see other different readings, please put it down in your comments. Please subscribe, hit the bell. You want to hit it twice and hit all, because personalized, you will not get every single video. You will only get a couple, but if you hit all, you'll get all of my videos that I ever upload. Please share, because it's the most opportune time to get out of financial constraints into blessings and miracles. So walk into blessing today. I thank you for watching. This is Reverend Dr. Elena Rosen Michelle with Angel Messages.